Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful evening today in Geistal, Austria. So we are beginning the episode with cleaning up the equipment from the harvest. We ain't gonna be using it anymore this year, so it needs to be washed down and properly maintained and put into the barn so it can start drying up. I can't have any wet combines or stuff like that waiting in the barn or freeze, so yeah, this is the best time to do it. And I don't even know if this trailer has ever been washed, but it's definitely gonna have to be changed because we're gonna be baling very soon. And yeah, my heart is still in a wrench, so to speak, because I have no clue what's wrong with the tractor. It is making some sounds that are not to be made by a tractor. But hey, you can't have everything you want in your life, right? Alright, I gotta be mindful of the car over there. So in any case, this trailer is going into the workshop because it's gonna get the sides are gonna get taken off, so it's gonna act as a bale trailer. And I don't know when, but sometime today, maybe this episode, maybe in the next one, we're gonna have to take the Steyr to the vehicle shop down in the valley, because I don't want to keep running equipment on it and just, you know, have it dissolve under my behind. But it is what it is. So this time I'm gonna use the Regitrack to run the baler and then run the trailer and the loader. Loader wise it should be extremely good because it has steering like telehandler. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna have to be extra careful with turning around because I don't wanna wreck the Regitrack too. Alrighty. It was a beautiful day though. We made a huge progress with harvesting, got everything off the fields that we wanted to, and now we have everything in the silos waiting for the better price. Right, so if I put this one in here, it shouldn't be in the way, right? At least that's my thinking. Yeah, it should be good right here. Okay, now let's get the combine back in the shed. And then we're gonna wake up in the next morning. Look at that, it's 7:30 p.m. and it's still 32 degrees outside. I think that's over 100. 105, I guess. I was never good with Fahrenheit to Celsius and back. Beautiful. All right, well, see you in the morning. Well, good morning and welcome back to another day. I'm just checking the animal dealer, and there seems to be 2 adult cows. One is 68 months old, so it's still good, I think. And it has a very good statistics or genetics, so we're gonna take it. And there's another one that doesn't really have one. So let's get one for 1,853. Faded 3. But there's another thing I've been checking at and looking at, and I'll show you just in a second. But first let me get the rigid track running so it warms up a bit. Yeah. I didn't get much sleep yesterday because I was so tired I couldn't sleep. So that's a shame. But here we are. Alright, let's get into you, bad boy. Bad boy. Let's drive you outside so you don't fume up the whole shed over here. But in any case, yeah, we have been battling the moisture, well, for the 2nd year in a row. And battling the moisture, I mean, we always had too much drought to have a good quality crop. And I've been looking. So, for example, we can put summer wheat in February and March. Also barley, but I'm more interested in wheat because the harvesting period is from August until the end of September. So barley is from July until the end of August, and the winter wheat we had is, look at this, and at the end of August, and barley is at the end of July. Now this is very important because September, if we go into the moisture calendar or whatever this is called, you can see that July and August are very dry. June also, if we'd have for example spring barley, winter barley, we could harvest in June already, but look at that, it's between 5 and 16. September, on the other hand, has from 9 to 23. Now this is very important because if we look at the summer wheat from 9 to 23, that means that we have guaranteed at least 89 quality. If we're lucky, we can get it up to the 100, but at least this bracket. We can't even get these two, so this is a very important distinction because we have waited and we were praying for rain and it didn't come, and we are at quality 74 this year because the moisture was 6.20% or something like that. But if we, well, we did have winter wheat, but it's the same, exactly the same. So yeah, if we can guarantee between 9 to 23% of moisture, you know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So summer wheat, you can have 90% of the price for opposed to 75, so that's a 15% increase. It might not seem like much, but you know, 15% on 36,000 liters, it adds up. And it's nothing to shy about. Okay, let's get this rig on the road. Now I only got 2 fields to bale, and as I said, I'm gonna be extra careful with making too tight turns, because this tractor can indeed make extremely tight turns, and with the PTO running, this just might be a very bad idea. And it's funny, the baler is actually almost twice as heavy as the tractor is. Bro. Well, at least the hitch is gonna suffer a bit pulling all that weight, but I don't know. Going any bigger with the tractors and everything doesn't really feel like a productive thing, because we do have to navigate all these narrow fields, and that will make everything extremely tough, I think. Alright, let's get this baby uphill. I really wonder how quick we'll be able to go. Probably not very quickly. Not very fast. Alright. Let's get everything folded. And we still have some leftover straw from last year, so we're just gonna add to it, and it should be fine, I think. Okay. Alright, we're skimming the overloaded engine. No, we are overloading the engine. Well, let's use this CVT to its full capacity, which means that it's gonna have to adjust the speed accordingly. Alright, we're up to 5 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to feather the throttle, otherwise we're gonna have some issues. Anyway, let's go to the outside camp. done. Let's go see what we've done. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there's a 5th bale over there off of this field, which is amazing. Try and push this one off. Okay, good. So that technically means that we have 1 full trailer off of this field alone. So now I'm toying with the idea. Since we haven't even touched the previous year's stock, do we keep these bales for ourselves and sell those from the bottom field to the animal dealer, since it's very close and I don't think I want to haul all that straw up the hill? And again, because we already have the last year's stock, might just be the perfect idea to rake some more money in. The price for straw, I can imagine, is not the best at this time of year because everybody has straw. There's a lot of it available. So we won't earn much, but still, whatever we can get is good, I think. Alrighty, so this field should be a little bit easier to do, but it's also a bit bigger, and I won't record the whole thing because the video is gonna be too long, so I'll only do probably a few shots here and there, just to give you a bit of an appetizer or a bit of a taste of what I'm doing. But otherwise, yeah, see you on the other side. And with this little piece, the field is done. And let's unload whatever we have on the tray at the back. Yeah, we dropped 1 bale. Is there anything left inside? Could be some. Yeah, that's not a full field, not a full bale, so we're gonna have to do that one next season, next year. But man, oh man, was this a piece of work? Yes, it was. And I've been eyeing with my right eye the fuel gauge because it's getting low. I can't remember if I have any fuel up at the farm. There might be a jerry can somewhere. Otherwise, I don't know, I'm gonna have to run to the town to get some gas, get some diesel. I don't know. So the plan for now is I'm gonna attach the front loader arm, I'm gonna attach the bale spike and the trailer, and I'm gonna go down and load all the bales that are here, take them to the animal dealer, sell them. And if I need to, I'm gonna go to the fuel station to top up the rigid track. Otherwise, I'll return up to the farm and load the upper field and take it to the barn, unload it there. And that should pretty much be our day. And I am thinking of putting a cover crop onto these fields. these 3 fields that we had as arable this year, because we do get some incentive to do that by the government, and it also helps keep the soil in tip-top condition for springtime. So in springtime, when we cultivate that cover crop in, it might just be acting as a natural fertilizer. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. The tractor feels underpowered somehow, even though I have checked the baler needs 115 horsepower to run, and this one should have 150. So that's 35 horsepower over, but you know. Maybe I need to clean the radiator and the air intake, maybe that's the issue. Yeah, see you at the top. Yeah, I definitely have to blow the air ducts out and just check the tractor overall, because it feels like it's not as powerful as it used to be, and it's a brand new machine, so it shouldn't, you know. It's only got 3.6 hours underneath the hood, which should be plenty still to go. But reversing things with this tractor is a treat. Makes it very easy. Okay, let's do the quick engine inspection. I'm guessing the clogged radiator and critically clogged. Okay, yeah, so it was this. Okay, let's blow it all out. And get nicely behind it and blow it to the front. You can get reversible fans, which I'm a huge fan of. And that means that the fan that is pulling air through the radiator actually starts pushing the air. Let me see if there is a jerry can somewhere. Kind of have a memory of seeing it somewhere here. I don't know, guess not. I might have been dreaming, or we have already used it. In either case. We'll see how far we go with this fuel tank, and we're gonna act accordingly. You know what, let's put the arm on first. Have you ever done stuff in the wrong order? And then you had to disassemble everything and just do it all again? Because I have. And it sucked. Okay, and the bale spike should be up top. No, it's over here. Okay. Yeah, this is plenty of space. Yeah, the rigid track should fit in. I gotta say that rigid track does look a bit too small for the baler, size-wise. It's really not meant for jobs like this, I guess. The next time I'm gonna try to have the Steyr in working condition. Alright. And now I'm gonna have to drive with a light foot, or how they say, so I won't use too much fuel on the way down. Because we were in the 60 to 70 liter per hour range while running the baler. And I guess the consumption was higher because we didn't dust off the radiator and the air intake. So again, my fault. This is how we learn. Beautiful. As I've said, the first stop is gonna be the field in the valley, and we're gonna sell it off, and we're gonna have to go to the fuel station to refuel the tractor. Otherwise, I don't believe I'm gonna be successful in coming back home, which is not an option. So yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta say, I've been looking forward to doing front loader work with this tractor, even though I have found out that doing manure is not really a good fit for it. But this should be pretty much awesome. So let me take a quick drive through the field and let's count the bales so I plan accordingly, because I don't think I can get all of them on so easily. So we got 1, 2, 3 bales here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that it? That seems to be it. Okay, 8 bales. Right, the trailer is gonna be on the road over here. So 8 bales. We can get 2, 4, 6. Oh no, that's actually pretty much perfect. It's gonna be a perfect bale. Perfect trailer, excuse me. Come on. I got the same problem as I had some time ago with the tractor, or it was Zettelmeyer back then, skipping. Everybody I seem to have dropped the bales. Try to. What am I doing? Okay, it's like I'm driving for the first time. In any case, yeah, if I have reverse and I don't press gas hard enough, the tractor starts going forward, and that's catching me off guard. And it makes such a sudden move that it's very difficult to control. I think this is gonna be good if I just drop it here. This is uncontrollable. I guess hillsides are the bane of my existence. You seem to remember. Oh no, there's 9 bales. Well, we can have one on the front loader arm, I guess. It's not gonna be the end of the world. Let's take it slow so we don't drop them again. The upper bale is. Try to wiggle it back onto the tines. Yeah, the top bale wanted to go its own way. Let's push this to the front. And let's throw some straps over them so we don't lose them. It's very hard to find some kind of flat surface over here, and yeah, this just makes everything so much more difficult. But hey, so far we're winning. It'd just be better if we bring bales over to the trailer and then put them on. Too high. Going on the road, maybe that's smoother. Doesn't really feel much smoother. And again, the top bale is sliding. I'm gonna try to put them on like this. They should fit. Nicely secured. Yeah, so I guess we did have only 8 bales here. Well, at least we're not using too much fuel going so slow, right? There's one more bale left over there, which means that we did get 9 off this field. Unless I've missed another. I don't think I have. Let's go get the last one. This one's gonna have a ride on the bale spike. Let's put it way up like this so it doesn't run away. Okay. Now a short trip to the animal dealer. Right. Forgot to connect the brakes. And the trailer was stuck in brake mode. Yeah, I gotta say, these air brakes are a genius solution because you can connect a lot of implements on and they all work more or less in the same manner with the same pressure. And the other good thing is, if the trailer gets unhooked, the brakes automatically deploy because you don't have anything holding them away from the drums. So it's also a safety feature. Almost bumped the ice cream man. I only hope there are no bicycle riders on the road today, because I can't see anything off of this. Gonna go this way today. And straight into the barn. Yeah, as expected, the money isn't too good because we are in the middle of straw season, and whenever you're in the middle of a season, the prices are usually the worst. Okay, let's sell these off. Alright, so around 5,500, I think. Pretty good, pretty good. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. We are gonna continue next time in the same place as we are leaving off today. We still have one more field to take care of, and we have to refuel this tractor, the rigid track. Fuel gauge is very, very low. I don't like it, because the lower the fuel is, the more the fuel pump stresses, and again it's exposed to getting more damage. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and join me next time where we continue the adventure. Take care, and goodbye.